שאלתי night falls. Well, almost. Erev ba, but maybe night hasn't quite yet fallen. But we are going to light our Shabbat candles, and we hope that you will join me in lighting the candles, lighting them in your own homes as well. If you want to stand for that, please feel free to stand for the lighting of the candles, and do join me in the recitation of the blessings.
I forgot to take the wax off.
It's all right. It'll come on eventually. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet. Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim. HaKadosh Baruch Dodi lekrat ka'ala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi lekrat ka'ala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamo v'zacho b'dibor echad, ishmi'anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shemo tiferet v'litzilah. Shabbat lehekuven elecha, ki himako haberacha, meherosh mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'mahashvat kila, lecha Adonai Allah Hayichnigla. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Mekabela. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Mekabela. Bohi b'shalom ha'ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'b'tohola, toch emunei aham segula. Bohi chala, bohi chala. Lecha Would you please rise? Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vahed. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due.
Praise the Eternal One, to whom our praise is due forever.
Please be seated. We continue together. We praise you, Eternal One, our God, Sovereign of the universe, whose word brings on the evening, whose wisdom opens heaven's gates, whose understanding changes times and seasons, and whose will sets the stars in their courses in the sky. You made day and night, rolling light away from darkness, and darkness from light. You make day pass and bring on the night, and separate day from night. You rule the hosts of heaven. We praise you, O God, whose word makes evening fall. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Rahavata, Amcha Rahavata. Torah u'mitzvot, ukimu mishpatim, otanu lemahadeta, otanu lemahadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shofteinu, Umeinu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem hayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negei yomam v'layla, Yoman v'layla, v'achavatecha al tazor, imeinu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Ohev amo Yisrael. Please rise. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך, בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אשר הוצאתי אתכם את בית מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. שהוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Please be seated.
All this we hold to be true and sure. You alone, Eternal One, are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You have freed us from oppressors and delivered us from tyrants. You led us out of Egypt forever to serve you in freedom. When we witnessed your power, we praised your name and gave thanks. Willingly, we accepted your rule. Then, full of joy, we sang together.
מי כמוך בנים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, נורא תהילות, אוסף פלא, אוסף פלא,
שנאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. And let us read together. Grant, eternal God, that we may lie down in peace, and let us rise up to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your wise counsel, and for your name's sake be our help. Shield us from sickness and war, from famine and distress, and keep us from wrongdoing. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are our guardian and deliverer, a gracious and merciful God. Guard our going out and our coming in, that now and always we may have life and peace. We praise you, O God. May your sheltering peace descend on us and all who dwell on earth. Please rise. Da 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 da. 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 Adonai, Shabbat Atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol, Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imachot, U'mevii Geula livnei v'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, בעזרת שרה.
Source of all, your vital energy sustains our world, redeeming it from lifelessness. The wind blows and the rain falls, the sun shines and the dew descends. With love you sustain the living, with great compassion you embrace the dead in life. You are the support of the falling, the healing of the sick, and the release of the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of all strength? Who is your equal, mighty author of life and death, planting the seeds of redemption? Trusting in you, we see life beyond death.
Blessed are you, Almighty, embracing the dead within life. Kadosh atah v'norah shemecha, ve'ein lanu Eloah mbaladecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha'Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We continue together. Our God and God of our ancestors, may our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. In your gracious love, Eternal One, let the holiness of your Sabbath enter our hearts, and may all Israel who hallow your name be exalted by its peace. We praise you, Eternal One, for the holiness of the Sabbath.
רצה אדוני אלוהינו בעמך ישראל, ותפילתם באהבה תקבל, ותהי לרצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך. ברוך אתה אדוני, שאותך לבדך, ביראה נעבוד.
We give thanks that you, Eternal One, are our God. As you were the God of our ancestors, you are the rock of our life, the power that shields us in every age. We thank and praise you for our lives, which are in your hand, for our souls, which are in your keeping, for the signs of your presence we encounter every day, and for your wondrous gifts at all times, morning, noon, and night. We praise you, O God, source of goodness, to whom our thanks are due. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech hador, lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech hador, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'einecha levaretz et amcha Yisrael, v'chol עת ולכל שעה לשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Baruch atah Adonai, oseh hashalom. We'll take a few moments for silent prayer.
yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol bnei Adam. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom b'romah. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. If you can hear a few little giggles and some big smiles, it's always so wonderful to have young members of the community coming in to sing and to play with us. And we've been so fortunate to have Emilia playing with us and singing with us this evening, and by special order, Sophie as well. Little with chagrin, but it's wonderful to have the two of you back from university and able to be with us this evening, beautifying our service. And any of the mistakes were all mine. The sages taught, if one had several mitzvot before them to fulfill, they recite, "Blessed are you, Eternal One, our God, who has sanctified us with God's mitzvot." In other words, when we have a period of time, when we have lots and lots of blessings that we need to say, we can say just one, a general one qualifying them all. So said the rabbis. But as ever, there's a dissenting voice. Rabbi Judah says, one recites a blessing over each and every one, each one of itself. Life would be so much easier if we just had to say one blessing, but actually our tradition ends up siding with Rabbi Judah, saying that one should recite a blessing for every mitzvah that one performs, whether it be a ritual one or an ethical one. Maybe it just be a sight of beauty that one sees. Well, you say a blessing. Maybe you're eating, you say a blessing. Everything that you do, you say a blessing. This reminded me very much of one of our members who I see every time I go to Edgwarebury Cemetery, Victor Matthias. Victor taught me to play chess. He taught many of our members of my peers to play chess. And on his gravestone, there is and was, as one would expect, not hands, not doves, but a chessboard. And every time I go past Victor's grave, I think of him and for a moment stop. Victor liked a slower pace of life. He didn't really want to embrace technology at all, and instead became, I think it was the chair, or maybe that's my fable making it up, the chair of the international movement for slow chess. That was played by you making a move and posting that by snail mail to your opponent. And when your opponent had made their move, they would post it back to you. This was definitely slow chess. Sometimes when one says blessings over everything, you slow down and maybe think about what you're doing. But in my case, I have to admit that the more I slow down, the more I take things for granted and probably mumble through the world. And therefore, the one blessing in the day that I might say, even though it is a general one covering many, I hope, mitzvot, and I hope many blessings during that day, it suffices. As many of you know, my general blessing of the day is Moder Ani as I cycle up Batchworth Hill, catching my breath for the first time, feeling the life force within me, thanking God again for my life. At that moment, I truly do appreciate the blessings that I have, and try to think of all the good things ahead of me in the day, as well as acknowledging the challenges. As we move towards a time of real contemplation where time can slow, that our Jewish ritual year allows us to play slow. Let us choose many blessings or just one. But whichever we choose, may we concentrate at the moment of recitation. May we think about what it is that we are blessing or being thankful for, so that in our minds we can hear a chorus afterwards of Amen. Let us now rise as we come to our concluding prayers. Let us now praise the Sovereign of the universe and proclaim the greatness of its Creator, whose unity it is our mission to make known, whose rule it is our task to make effective.
On this day, let us dedicate ourselves anew to the task that our ancestors tried in all their higher moments to fulfill, to bring nearer a time when all your children will understand that they are brothers and sisters, so that one in spirit and fellowship they may be forever united before you. Then shall your sovereignty be established on earth, and the word of your prophet shall be fulfilled.
Adonai Melech, Adonai Malach, Adonai Yimloch Leolam Vaed.
Remember those who died in recent days and those who died at this time of the year and years gone by. On this Shabbat, the Herman family are remembering the yardsides of Bert, Steve's father, of Lily Smith, the mother of Barbara Lambert and Judy's grandmother, David Lambert, Barbara's husband, father of Judy and Clive. We also remember the yardsides of Bertha Gard, the mother of Barbara Glynn, grandmother of Judith Pemberton Glynn, Philip Austin and Sue Krasner. David Levenberg, the father of Sandra Harris. Harry Cohen, the father of Annabelle. Katie Garber, the mother of Lawrence, mother-in-law of Beverly and grandmother of Cheryl and Daniel. Maxine Dunan, the sister of Sandy Edelman. We are saddened by the recent deaths of Dennis Goodman, the father of Hannah Peters and Jonathan Goodman, and Michael Kaplan, husband of Julie and father of Shelley and Vanessa. Zecher tzadikim livracha. May all that was dear and good in their lives endure always as a blessing and as a continual influence for good.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chai echon v'yom echon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'al v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitada v'yitalei v'yitalal shmei dekudesha b'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru Amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol b'nei Adam, v'imru Amen. May the Most High source of perfect peace grant peace to us, to all Israel, to all humanity, and to all those who mourn. Let us say, Amen. Please be seated. In a few moments after we've sung My Affair and made Kiddush in the sanctuary with you, and we hope that this is the moment for you to go and get your wine and your challah and anything else you like to celebrate Shabbat with. We then ask you to join us in our Zoom room as we have a blessing on the diamond anniversary of Dave and Rini Simmons. So please do join us in our Zoom room for that. You'll find the details on the screen right now and otherwise in your weekly email. We also look forward to the High Holy Days, as I trailered. And so please do give us a call in the office if you need any help or assistance to be able to book your places for the services. Yes, we are streaming, and we do come into your small sanctuaries. And as well, we sincerely hope that you will come into our synagogue sanctuary as well.
And if you are expecting that there are slichot services, there will be slichot services, but we had a bit of a debate about whether we should do slichot this Shabbat evening, well, actually Motzei Shabbat, you do it on Saturday night, or the following week, because normally you do it if Rosh Hashanah starts on a Monday, that then you do it the week before so that you have enough time to prepare for Rosh Hashanah. But we thought we've given you enough time to prepare for Rosh Hashanah by announcing it. So we are going to do Slichot not this Saturday evening, but the following week on Saturday evening.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's celebrate this Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, Maya Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you all, and it's so wonderful to see congregants both wishing people Mazel Tov and good life as well. And let us now make the blessings for Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinhilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, ki banu v'chalta, v'otanu kidashta, Mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava uvratzon inhaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. L'chaim. And Joanne, if you wave, you can say hi to your son. And over the cholah, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Bete avon for your Shabbat dinners. And now do join us in our Zoom room so that we can wish Mazel Tov to Dave and Rini.
Shabbat Shalom.